situation and get let go from your job. Come on, somebody. But if he says trust is found in an unswerving belief in God. If God created the heavens and the earth, wouldn't you want God to go before you take an application in the door? Wouldn't you want God to tell you what door to go to? Wouldn't you want God to tell you who to sleep beside? Wouldn't you want God to tell you who to bring in your house? Wouldn't you want God to tell you which way to go? Wouldn't you want God to open the right doors for you? Don't you know that baby that I killed in Salisbury? If the aunt only knew how God would have told her, don't trust this man. Don't bring this person in your house. We got people in church who put more trust in your feelings. Your feelings let you down. Your feelings broke you down. But when you trust God, God will say, don't go here. Don't go there.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Yes, Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
People are dying because they don't trust God. Jesus was calling the disciples to trust God through every circumstance. In church, we're here not for just the word. We're here because we are told to trust God. Trust him. Trusting can be difficult because you know what? It's hard to let go. It's hard to release the reins. It's hard to put your confidence in God. 1995, a gentleman by the name of Reed was in Chicago. Told me he was up on a scaffold 110 feet up. He was trying to reach something, so he let loose his, what do you call that, security rope. A bump came on the plaque that he was standing on. He falls 110 feet down. There was scrap metal on the right. There was bricks and mortar on the left. But he fell right in the middle on a pile of dirt. When he got up and the paramedics came with whatever that board is that they carry people when they're sick. Guess what he said to the paramedics? Hold it tight. My brothers and sisters, he should have said that when he was on the scaffold. But if God don't want you to go nowhere, if God don't want you to go nowhere, you ain't going nowhere. I grew up in a town called Byville. Man there by the name of Cy Fountain. All my life he had this big bump in his forehead. He got fighting with a woman and the woman pulled out a 22 and she pulled the 22 on side and pow! She shot it shy. Cy Fountain and the bullet hit him up right up between the eye. And for some reason, it didn't crack his skull. He walked around the rest of his life with a bump on his head. Because if God don't want you to go nowhere, a gun can't take you there. You can pull a knife on me. You can shoot at me. You can try to throw a lie on me. But if God don't want you to go nowhere, if I put my trust in God, he will make a way out of no way. He will not let you hurt me, harm me, or bother me. God bless those who trust in him. He will bless you if you trust in him. Why won't you put your trust in him? When you go home tonight, pull out that dollar bill that you got. The only thing that you ever bring to church, I know you got some others, but it seems like George is the only one that comes to the offering plate. Why? Because on the back of the dollar bill, it says, in God we would trust. Who do you trust today? Life is never beyond God. God knows where you are right now. One person get cancer and walk out the hospital. Another person get a cold and die. Because if God's behind it, can't nobody stop it. Amen? My brothers and sisters, look at verse 6. Look at verse 6. It says, in all thy ways. Look at your neighbor and say, that's everything.
That's everything.
In all thy ways. Come on, somebody. in your marriage, in your money, in all thy ways. Come on, I'm about to get you out of here. It says, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. He's going to make the right decision for you. Look at verse 7. Be not wise in thine own eyes. You the one got yourself in this mess you're in now anyway. You the one that dug this ditch. If you were all that, you wouldn't be where you are. But today you can call on him. Now I've got to really shift into overdrive here because I might not have some of y'all ever again. So I got to get you while I got you. Turn to 2 Samuel 24. Come on, this is going to be quick. Reverend Grant, in all my years I've been in the church, I've heard few preachers preach on this. Come on now. 2 Samuel 24. Come on now. If you trust God, you got to be willing to pay the price. Amen? I've been in this thing for 38 years. I've never had a preacher preach on this message. Lord gave this to me. I said, Lord, you sure want me to share? He says, share this with them. I want to tell you something. God's getting ready to bless some of y'all. No, y'all don't get it yet. He is really getting ready to bless some of y'all. He's getting ready to put some big money in some people's pockets. No, y'all still ain't got it yet. No, y'all still got it yet. I said he's getting ready to put some big money in some people's pockets. Come on. I'm telling you something. He's getting ready to move in some lives in here. He's getting ready to put some big change in your pockets. He's getting ready to open some doors for some people. Come on, somebody. Now, y'all still ain't got this yet. I said he's getting ready to move in some big ways for some people in here. Y'all still ain't got this yet. I got to work this thing. Y'all give me a couple minutes. He's getting ready to put some heavy money in your pocket. Y'all still ain't got this yet. He's getting ready to bless some of y'all and bless you crazy. Y'all still ain't got this. He told me, he says, I'm getting ready to put some big money in their pockets. Not chump change. Not no little teeny money. Big money. Look at 2 Samuel 24. Look at your neighbor and say, big money. 2010, big money. Come on, come on, come on. Some of y'all gonna be getting big checks. Big money. Come on, come on. I'm talking about big money. Money that you ain't think. I'm telling you, you're gonna get some money that you wasn't expecting. Big money. Y'all still ain't getting it. Big money. Here's what God says. Here's what God says. 2 Samuel 24. Hold on. God told me to tell you this. And I'll get it. I'll take my seat. We'll serve communion. Again, verse 1. The anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel. And he moved David against them to say, y'all with me? Go number Israel and Judah. Verse 2. For the king said to Joab, the captain of the host which was with him, go now through all the tribes of Israel, from Dan to Beersheba, and number ye the people, that I may know the number of the people. Verse 3. Joab said unto the king, now the Lord thy God add unto the people how many soever they be, 100-fold. And that the eyes of my Lord the king may see it. But why doeth my Lord the king delight